hear a little bit of what Coach JB, that's Shaun King on this right-hand side. For those who don't know, Tampa Bay fans know for sure. Shaun King was one of their quarterbacks there. He was probably about 200 pounds lighter back then, but he was actually a pretty decent quarterback. And then you got Coach JB and Smitty. Coach JB played a little NFL and a little he was like one of the top college quarterbacks in his, I think it was D1 in Cali. But here we go. We're going to hear what they got to say, and I want to hear y'all's opinion.
Crazy. You can't go against prime sexuals. Then you're fucking racist. Then you're reverse racism. And it's everything. It's crazy. The guy's not very good. If he didn't have the last name Sanders, he wouldn't even be in the league, in my opinion. His son, the other son just got cut. They're both fucking average. I watch simple plays, as you mentioned, layups. I've watched him miss those all day long just with his feet and the ability to step into the pocket and not escape. Little things like that. I'm just like, dude, the guy's not very good. It is what it is. That's why they led the nation in sacks in Colorado. Go ahead, Shaun. Give everyone. We got 2,500 people in here, or we got 5,000, 7,000
really.
Shout out to the people in the chat. How many likes we got, guys? How many are they hitting the like button?
I think we just hit 1,000 though.
We just hit 1,000 likes.
Give us an update on like.
The show's damn near growing, Shaun. The show's damn near growing since you've been gone.
The show has grown a lot since you've been gone. I don't know what that means, but it's grown.
Fuck you, Smitty. Anyway, Shedeur Sanders.
Yes.
I disagree slightly with JB because I don't think he sucks.
Thank you.
I'd say he's average.
I think he has a skill set if he does everything right to be a good starter in this league.
Oh, I see what you did. The thumbnail does say he sucks. All right, go ahead. You're right.
The problem with Shedeur is he's emotionally immature and he doesn't realize it yet.
I don't know how he does it.
Because he operates in such a bubble, he's surrounded by so many apologists. He's always been in a position where his dad was the ultimate authority, so he's never had to be, I guess, I don't want to say humble because I don't think humble is the right word, but he's never had to be accountable for his behavior and his actions.
Because he never had to compete for the spot.
But I'm talking about just the emotional maturity part. Like, you're not going in the game for the 2-minute drill, so I'm going to walk to the end zone and back with my helmet off by myself, kind of the me thing. But if you go back to Colorado, after the Colorado State game, getting into it with the quarterback, at the Nebraska game, walking off the field before the game was over. Like, there have been like these kind of childish reactions, you know, throughout his career that he's never really been accountable for. And if I knew him, I would tell him this. You did exactly what the Cleveland Browns were afraid you would do. The minute that you didn't agree with something that they did, instead of handling it like a true pro, you kind of went back into that, woe is me, I'm the victim, everybody's against me. And prime sexuals, Shedeur sexuals, please stop talking about when he's in the game. Every rookie quarterback in this draft has played in the game with guys that are probably not going to be on the team. Jackson Dart came in third. Tyler Shook came in second. Shit. Like, all the quarterbacks in this draft have had to endure and go and compete in the same environment. The thing that I'm looking for is, if you are an elite player, if you are legendary and you're on the field with guys that aren't going to be on the team, then you should look elite and you should look legendary. Like, Smitty, if you're a hooper and you go to the Y and you playing with a bunch of cats that ain't that good, you should still look like a hooper.
Because basketball is different. It's not the ultimate team sport. If I'm a quarterback, I need my O-line, I need my receivers to get open. You should know this more than anybody. If my O-line is shitty and my receivers is about to be working at Walmart and Costco and I'm throwing the ball to them, they can't get open, it makes it tough for me. Now, I'm not blaming it all on them. Shedeur has to be better. I'm saying that. But we over here evaluating how he walked off and now he turned it. So what the hell we doing, Shaun?
Body language and mannerisms don't matter in pro sports.
We overreading it. We're over-evaluating right now because he's Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
Tell me how Jackson Dart walked off. I don't know.
If you're going to be an apologist, then tell me this. Name the top 10 quarterbacks in the National Football League and tell me which one of them behaved like that.
But have I what, just walk down?
No.
What did he do?
He didn't do anything. I'm just saying it's a team game. Right? You're mad that you didn't get put in the game. So in the middle of the game, before the game's over, I'm going to walk to the end zone and walk back. In and of itself, it's not, a fireable offense, but it also demonstrates emotional immaturity.
So what about when Tom Brady throw his helmet and throw his...
So as you can see there, the reason why I wanted to play this video tonight is because a lot of people, when they talk about Shedeur, where he is on the chart, depth chart, on the things that happened to him in the draft, a lot of people only talks about his game, but people rarely talk about his behavior. And I thought it was a very interesting take, especially coming from Shaun King. I don't know if you guys seen the content I did early in the year. Shaun King was the one who said Shedeur Sanders was kind of like similar to Donald Trump. He talks about the family, but it's very interesting because I was actually saying this last week when I was talking to someone about Shedeur. Is we forgot that he was in a bubble. He was literally in a very isolated bubble where he could do I would say do what he wants to do, but things were prepared and things were served on a platter for Shedeur. Mm-hmm. And this again is coming from one of his biggest. This has been the hardest offseason for me because I had to really be transparent about my boy Shedeur because I love Shedeur. I've been following Shedeur since Jackson State. So anybody who knows me know I love Shedeur. I love the Sanders family. Big shout out to Bucky, man. Everything I share, he shares it back. Big shout out to Bucky. So, but with that being said, I thought it was very interesting because we don't think about that. We don't think about the bubble that he's in that kind of creates the mentality and the thought process of people. And a great example, Oz, because they later on do talk about Johnny Manziel. But I want to get your guys' take, not just on his performance throughout the preseason, but do you guys think that Shaun King was right about his emotional immaturity at the moment?
Most definitely. He's definitely been acting like it's. I'm not gonna take none away from Deion. He's a great father. He did exactly what a father's supposed to do in the position that he was in for his children. This has nothing to do with Coach Prime. Nothing. This has nothing to do with the Sanders family. This has everything to do with Shedeur Sanders. He has moderate arm strength. His pocket presence is shaky. He doesn't know how to read the pocket, and he's not NFL material. Now, me and you, we talked about this before. I told you I'm not big on Buddy. Everybody was talking about that game, and when I went back and I seen it, that first game, he came out, he did his thing. This one, no. The emotional immaturity of walking down and just not being able to showcase who you are. Bro, look, at the end of the day, are you practicing too much? Are you injured? Or are you ready to play? I was confused. I didn't know what to think from the report. Well, whether is he gonna play, is he not going to play? Are you that afraid that Dylan Gabriel going to get the job and you're not, or whatever the case may be? Either way, if you're like that, hey, what you've shown and what people believe that you can be, it will show. You know what I mean? Jackson Dart, he got a chance to show what he did. He went out there, he shined with it. He went out there and he shined with it. If I had to compare the two, Jackson won that. Dylan Gabriel is still up in the air. It's not even. When it comes to Cleveland, that's a whole shit show over there. Bottom line, that's a shit show. It's nothing. It's nothing to compare over there. It's gonna be Joe Flacco, and one of them two gonna be behind it. It just is what it is. Just get ready. It's just is what it is. Shedeur Sanders, to me, in my opinion, is not NFL material. He's just not, bro. The way he reads the pocket is real, it's real sketchy to me, bro. And I gotta also think about what conference you played in. Most people don't say that. But the conference you played in college, if you didn't dominate that conference, you kind of deserve to be in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the purgatory of the NFL. And really, you didn't dominate. You did very well for where the team was and where you and your father and your brother and the rest of your teammates brought the team to. But other than that, nah.
Gerald said Dylan Gabriel is not even close to Shedeur Sanders' talent and Shedeur's leadership. Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder could clearly see that.
That's fandom speaking. AG, you know I love you, baby. AG, I love you, baby. But I'm telling you, with the fandom, I respect your fandom. But at the end of the day, look, bro, nah. At the end of the day, bro, everybody else that's on the not on the Shedeur side of things. I'm talking about speaking from the way the NFL and fandom. If he was on my team, I wouldn't play him. I don't see no difference between him and Kyle Trask. I don't see no difference. And Teddy will still be if he was trying out on our team. Stop, classic. Stop. If he was on my team right now, even though I can't stand Teddy Bridgewater for what he did, I'm gonna tell you, bro, I'm still gonna go, and I ain't playing. I'm still gonna go with Teddy Bridgewater over Shedeur. Straight up. I'm still gonna go over Shedeur.
What are your thoughts, April, if you've been following any of this Shedeur fandom?
I haven't really been following, but my initial thoughts with just hearing it tonight is, did he go through some kind of PR training, transitioning from college to NFL, and the way he needs to act and carry himself, his character and whatnot?
Yeah, he did. And the only reason I can speak on that because Well Off Media, when they recorded everything for YouTube, everybody went through the same training. As you notice, like Shiloh is a very good speaker. His brother speaks very well, very articulate. It's something that I'm not going to say over the airways. You
can. You already know what it is. What it is.
I'm going to do that. Baker Mayfield was trash as a Brown. Now he's a flat out winner. Nah,
he was not trash as a Brown, bro.
This is
no.
I don't want to stay on this too long. I don't want to stay on this too long. But with that being said, we must make things clear because I talked about this on Classic Sports this morning. I think Shaun King had a lot of validity in what he said. I think because I literally said it last week. I was like, man, I think we forget the bubble that he was in. Like, I watch a lot of I follow everything they do in the Sanders family. So, like, I watch Colorado practices. They can't even listen to music when they're working. Like, they allow so much freedom for Travis, Jimmy Horn, Shiloh, and Shedeur. They got a lot more freedoms than the kids do right now at Colorado. Mm-hmm. The standard now, to me, is higher now than it was when they were there for 2 years. Just watching it every day. With that being said, I feel that Shedeur, because I said this game one when I watched Shedeur play game one. If you go back to my YouTube live I told everybody, I said he had a good first half, but he did a lot of bad habits and did a lot of bad things that I noticed when he was at Colorado. And people don't understand that it's a difference once you scrambling in the NFL where a 65-pound man can still run a 4.5, 4.6. It's a totally different ball game with how fast the game is moving. I don't think he's ready for the speed of the game at this moment. And then they pointed out something this morning that I thought was very attractive was Shedeur reads the rush because he's so afraid of the rush that he doesn't pay attention to the coverages. Because if he pays attention to the secondary, he will be able to read and react. But he's so focused on because he got hit all the time.
He did.
He almost got college. He almost got PTSD from college. Like
for real, he got murdered.
Yeah. So he's so conscious of what's happening in front of him that the first thing is escape. He's like flight or fight every time, fight or flight. And that's what he's doing.
And that's not going to make a great quarterback in the NFL, bro. I'm sorry.
With that being said, I think he's gonna be okay. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
I think that the
Go ahead. You good.
Rock, paper, scissors. I think that they love him, dog. I think that they love him, dog. I think that the line love him. I think the team love him. And I think he in that last game, he failed to trust him. I believe that he failed to trust him. I think Stefanski was possibly wasn't on the Shedeur train. He wanted him to prove it. He wanted to see for himself instead of all the outside noise. He wanted to see what he wanted to see for himself. So I believe he probably got with the line. Make sure y'all protect this man. Make sure y'all protect him. He still evaded the pocket, bro. He still evaded the pocket. And I was like, damn, bro. Like, I know you say you got PTSD, and I agree. I totally agree. But that's a bad attribute to have when you are an NFL quarterback. Because it was several times he was stepping up in that pocket, stepping up in that pocket, stepping up, and he didn't, bro.
Yeah, I don't mind being like subjective and objective of like of his performance. With that being said, we still have to be honest, and we can't say that he's not NFL quarterback. He has the intangibles that you can really build from to make him a good quarterback. He just has to be in the right environment. And I think I always said I never thought Cleveland was the right environment for him. Not because it's Cleveland, but it's because he's not ready to play right now. Cleveland is always ready for the person to be ready to play right now. That's why look at Deshaun Watson. They wanted him. He played horrible. He had his scandal. Nothing never worked out. I feel like Cleveland is a place where you go to gamble. You're gambling on your career when you go to Cleveland. You know what I mean?
Buy a home for the price of a VCR. Yeah,
you might make a lot of money, but in the midst of making that money, it's a lot of things that happen. But let me read through these chats. We got a lot of them. He said you can't access any QB in Cleveland. We already kind of hit on that. He said Baker. Yeah, we hit on that. Baker was. You look at Baker's stats. Baker was a dog his first 2 years at Cleveland. Facts classic. Free Shedeur. Laughing out loud. Class said Baker was ish in Cleveland. Go look at the stats. Gerald said, no, that's the problem. No PR and little class. He's a Sanders and trying to be like his pops. It effed up the generation of privilege. A little solid point there. Set Shedeur free. Get him out of there now. Yeah, classic is tripping for sure. And this is coming from somebody. I'll put my bottom dollar on it. I don't think nobody has watched more Shedeur than me.
No.
I'll put that against anybody.
But I have been watching.
The first time Plug met me, I've been talking about them ever since. And I followed them when they was at Trinity and created their own football team in Texas. Like, I've been watching all this stuff.
And I was watching. I watched more after our first interaction. I started watching more. Yeah. So next time you came back, you already seen that. Hey, man, we talked the game. I was like, yeah. I said, he all right now. He all right. He got a lot of weapons, but
that's why I try to be transparent with my opinion. Like, it's hard, but like I see what people are saying. There is some truth to it. It ain't just everybody's against Shedeur type of thing. Sanders is junk. He's like what was that QB from San Diego back in the day? Who you talking about? Phillip Rivers?
My Phillip Rivers. Are you tripping?
Like who else? Who else we got?
Drew Brees was there before him.
Harbaugh was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Lord have mercy. What are you talking about, Ozzy?
He said Shedeur is not a Cleveland Brown. He is a hostage.
He's a hostage.
Again said get Shedeur some time away from what he used to, and he will adjust. Definitely not ready for this year. Maybe not next year. He will come around. I agree. I definitely agree with that. G said facts. Kevin Stefanski is blank of a coach, and I think he'll. Yeah, and I looked up his stuff too on G. Kevin Stefanski he done created some good offenses and everything. 2 Coaches of the Year awards and everything. Classy said he needs to get out of there and sit behind pure pocket passers, Goff, Dak, Stafford. Classic. I think me and Plug cracked the code during our last show. Yeah. I think we said the perfect spots would be the Rams, like you said, Goff. No. Stafford, and then who else we said?
Miami.
Miami will be a good one. Miami. and LA. So I said, yeah, Jen, he will come around and go play in the CFL.
True. It's not that with all this talent that's coming, especially next year. What's coming out next year? Shit. But hey, all them slides that we talking about, it's gonna be a lot of people going boom, and then new shit coming in. This the class he had to come out. He couldn't come out the year before. Now this year, this was his last chance. Because what's coming out next year?
I think if he would have came out last year though, they would have had more grace for him.
Mhm.
He probably because everybody was focused on Caleb Williams. Everybody was focused on Caleb Williams throughout that whole. I think it would have allowed Shedeur to kind of go under the radar and go to a team and just be able to do what he needed to do. Shedeur from draft night on, it's been about Shedeur.
Yeah.
You ain't heard nobody talk about the number 1 pick of the league, Cam
Ward. Yeah.
Like
you ain't lying, bro. I can't lie about that. It's been a fiasco, bro.
It is.
It's been too much. He been on the other side that Dak Prescott be on.
He said class that 4 of the 5 linemen from the Rams were cut.
Mm-hmm.
Oz, we will not go to the CFL. He will go another career. Yeah, he'll be a rapper before he goes to the CFL.
Yeah, he'll be rich. He'll still be rich.
Everybody on the field was third. That's another thing too, Plug.
Yeah,
everybody was third string. And then Jackson Dart threw for almost 300 yards with the third string offense.
Yeah.
I don't care about what string it is.
Yeah.
3Gen called the unemployment line. Oz that he is not a Sanders fan. Gambling on your life and career.
Yeah.
No real talk. In Cleveland Browns and Bears. Same thing people thought about Detroit years ago too, y'all.
Yeah.
Cleveland does not develop not good from the beginning. You're unfortunately gone. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It'll take an exceptional talent and like the right picks and the right free agents to come over them just to change the whole landscape of the Cleveland Browns. It's too much. It's too many spaces in between. I remember when they got Myles Garrett and they got Denzel Ward. Like they had so many pieces, but it was just so spread out. It just wasn't enough, bro. Yeah. It's like all the teeth are straight, but they spaced out. It's just you know what I'm saying? It's like,
they need that retainer to bring everything on.
You feel that Invisalign, bitch. They needed an Invisalign in Cleveland.
Hey, that's kind of true. I remember they got Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham.
Njoku.
Njoku was
Nick Chubb, Jerome Ford. They had all these fucking pieces, but nothing. They had Freddie Kitchens. But they had Freddie fucking Kitchens.
Maury Cooper, too.
Yeah. But they had a squad over there. You tripping, Class.
Yeah. I can't agree with that one.
You tripping, Class.
A bit. No, I'll find his name. Man, y'all was going. Oh, Ron. He said Ryan Lee. Yeah, Ryan Lee for a crackhead.
Ryan Lee.
Yeah, he was a crackhead. He went to jail.
Because he couldn't sustain all this. He couldn't sustain all of that pressure. That pressure got to him, man. All that pressure, man. You being the number 1 like Shedeur, man, you got to give him something. I know he's emotionally immature in a way, but he's been in front of that camera for a long time.
He said, I don't ask God for much, but tonight I'm praying to end world hunger and for Shedeur to get it.
What we gonna do it, bro, man? What we gonna do it, Classic?
April is patiently waiting for us to move on. Yeah, she knew all that. We gave her the heads up. We gave her the heads up.
Yeah.
We had to get our little sports segment in. Alicia, Shedeur's top 10. Shedeur is extremely mature. All right. Alicia, tell them you didn't see it.
I'm not falling asleep. I think just the way my eyes look sometimes.
All right, but that's a good one. That was a good icebreaker, man. Good icebreaker. We'll get off of it so April could have something to enjoy